Alright, so, I think last week I started posting battles from this tournament on my Pokemon Go Discord, and this is going to be the continuation of that, so if you want, like, a detailed explanation of what this is, go in the last video. But it's basically roulette. We have, 10 Pokemon that we can use in our battles. We all know each other's 10 Pokemon. We could throw away 2, so we originally got 10, and then we could, re-roll 2. I probably went into a better explanation about it last video, but here's the team that I ended up with. And as I said last time, I have a pretty strong team. You got Dragonite, you got Hoopa, you got a bunch of stuff. Keep in mind I can use any form, so it's definitely going to be Hoopa Unbound, as we saw last time. My first opponent was Kosher Muffin, and my opponent this week is Lily, who actually defeated me in the Monotype tournament we had, you might recall. She's a pretty talented battler, and there's her squad. She kind of got stuck with Corsola there at the end. As you can see, she threw away Olomaldo and Sudowoodo. So obviously she's not probably going to be using Corsola much, although it is a Stealth Rocker, so it can be decent. But she also has Uxie, which was star Pokemon on my NGDL2 squad. She has Shuckle, which obviously can do a lot of hazards. I'm thinking Sticky Web right off the bat. Some actually very powerful mons in Azumarill and Crobat. So yeah, there's the teams we decided to bring, and I'm bringing Passimian this time, so it's Gate's debut. I wanted something to break that Umbreon, pretty much, and so there she is. She's fabulous, and her name's apparently Lana in-game now. And she's going to go ahead and lead with her Uxie, which obviously can do a lot of things, and I'm not really entirely sure what to expect. Obviously, it's going to be a support Pokemon, so getting the switcheroo off on it to give it my Choice Scarf is always going to be nice, because now, she's going to just go ahead and lock herself into Stealth Rock, so that's not bad at all for me. And, she has to switch out, and she's going to go out into Scourge here, her Rampardos, which obviously is scary if it can get a hit off. Who knows what its item is as of yet. But I do have Choice Scarf on my Passimian, so this ends up being a pretty nice switch for me. She doesn't want to take a close combat or anything, so she's going to go out into her Jellicent. Instead, I just go for the U-turn, knowing that she's probably not going to, let me kill that Rampardos. So I'm going to U-turn now into my Seismitoad, and I do that because I have the Water Absorb. And typically, a lot of these Jellicents don't carry, Shadow Ball. Typically, are more support with Scald. Sometimes they'll carry Shadow Ball. But I feel pretty confident that I can set up Stealth Rocks at the very least against this thing. And she tries to go for the, she goes for the taunt, so she's going to predict Stealth Rocks. But I am faster, so yeah, Seismitoad is actually deceptively fast, so not as slow as it looks. So that's pretty good for me. And, I'm just going to go for the Earth Power against this thing. I just want to get damage on it, stab, and I don't think she has anything to do with me. And she does got to go for the Scald. I don't know if she was predicting the switch, or just kind of didn't realize I had Water Absorb. I think Seismitoad can get a couple of other decent abilities, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Water Absorb is the one I liked. Anyway, so in comes Umbreon now. It's a good switch because Umbreon is kind of a special wall. In fact, it's not even kind of, it kind of is. I still do decent damage there with the Earth Power, but obviously this can Toxic me, and it can just do nasty things, so I'm just going to go ahead and switch out. I don't want to see what it's going to do. I go into my Passimian, figuring, I have the close combat. Obviously, I should be able to break through Umbreon's great defenses with that. But yeah, it's just going to go for the Toxic, so that's kind of what I expected. It's not a huge deal for Passimian to get Toxic poisoned, and I believe I try to go for the U-turn. She's going to be a Wish Protector, which is kind of obvious. Toxic Wish Protection kind of goes together. You see Vaporeons do it, but Umbreons can do it just as well. So now she knows what I'm going to do. She probably already knows that I'm Scarfed, or Choiced at the very least, so she knows I have to go for the U-turn, but she's going to go ahead and switch out again anyway into Hitmonlee. So she knows that she obviously has the resistance to U-turn, but that will give me a choice of Pokemon to go into. So I decided to go into my Delphox. So unfortunately, my Delphox is going to be modest here. So I'm a modest Scarfer, not a timid Scarfer. So this Hitmonlee actually is able to outspeed me and go for that Rapid Spin. So it might have actually been Scarf Hitmonlee too. No, actually no, that was a Life Orb. So that's why I didn't outspeed. So I think Delphox has more base speed than Hitmonlee. Could be wrong about that. But I am modest, so I didn't think I would outspeed. But I don't think she would have been able to kill me either. Maybe a knockoff could have done it, I'm not sure, but whatever. So, here comes a sunny day. We already knew that this thing was going to try to set up Sunlight because A, she has a Victory Bell, and B, we got the Heat Rock from the thing earlier, so we did know that that was going to be partly her strat, but I'm just going to go for the Fire Blast. That ends up being great for me. You set up the Sun with a Fire Pokemon out, go for it. I'm okay with that. She goes into I almost said Marshadow. because of the name. But no, she goes into Jellicent again now, and I'm like, okay, I have Grass Knot. I don't think I can kill, but I know that I can live a Scald in this Sun. Instead, she goes for the Hex, so she does have a second attacking move. She has Hex. Fortunately for me, I'm able to live that, so this Jellicent is just going to go ahead and die, which is fantastic, because it's annoying as hell. And, yeah, she's going to regret setting up the Sun when I had Delphox out, because Delphox can do some major damage. So in comes Umbreon again, and I think I just go for another Switcheroo. No, I go for a Fire Blast, because the Sun is still upright. And yeah, it does a decent chunk there to Umbreon in the Sun, so she wasn't able to really go out into Victory Bell. She probably could have went into Victory Bell here, but then she realized that the Sun is going to be, ending soon because she didn't get the Heat Rock. She doesn't have the Heat Rock anymore. But anyway, there's the Protect again. Fire Blast, obviously, is not going to get hit through that. And I think here I decide to go for a Switcheroo because I want to get rid of this Umbreon's leftovers. As with any Wish Protector, if you can get rid of the residual healing, it's a little bit easier to deal with. So I just don't want it to have his leftovers anymore. And I figure that's a decent way to let Delphox go. Well, yeah, Delphox is going to go down. But obviously we can go right back into Passimian. It's a free switch here. And she has less and less now to switch in. In fact, she lost Jellicent, which is her only, obviously, resistance or even immunity. It's an immunity to fighting moves. But it is her only, I believe, thing that she has that it can take a close combat very well. So I feel very confident just going for the close combat. And she's going to go ahead and stay with Umbreon. I don't know if she was hoping she would live. But no, that's going to be just a dead Umbreon. She could have went into Uxie. She still had Uxie, I think, right? Uxie could have taken it pretty well. But Uxie actually was at low HP now because of the Fire Blast earlier, though it still could have taken a close combat. I'm not sure what she was thinking. Maybe she thought that she could live because of Umbreon's bulk, but not today. Anyway, I'm going to go out in my Hoopa, which was kind of like the star of last week. So there's the Heat Rock, and it's going to be the star of this week again as well because she doesn't obviously know that I carry Trick Room, so she's going to try to go out here. She's actually, by the looks of it, trying to sack off Rampardos here. So maybe she can get a safe switch into Victory Bell, but no, I just decided just to go for the Trick Room, and now I'm going to be pretty much faster than everything. So here comes a Hyperspace Fury. This thing is made out of literal paper, so it's just going to get murdered. And she's in a bit of a bind here, because obviously she wants to get that Victory Bell sweep, because obviously it has Chlorophyll and can hit pretty hard, and unfortunately for her, now that she made that thing super fast, it's no chance in hell that Victory Bell is going to go first. So I'm just going to go ahead and murder this Uxie. She's going to be forced now to go into Victory Bell. The Sun is still up, which makes her super fast, but the Trick Room is obviously going to last one turn more than the Sun, so this Victory Bell has absolutely no chance in hell. I'm just going to go ahead and go for the Hyperspace Fury to try to seal the deal. And it will take down the Victory Bell, so good game there, Lily. And once again, Hoopa Unbound being really, really awesome here as a sweeper in this tournament. My next opponent is named Escales. I think it's Escales. But yeah, that'll be next time. So today's question of the day is, what is your favorite fruit? As for me, I like raspberries. I'm a big... I was always... When I was a kid, I loved fruit. I still love fruit. I love most fruit. I don't like melons. Melons are like the one fruit I don't like. Actually, there's probably a couple more. But raspberries. I like the tanginess of raspberries. I like strawberries. But raspberries are probably best. Raspberries are the best, yeah. I'm gonna go with that. So yeah, leave that. Leave that. Oh, Joey, no, you know what? You know what I like better than raspberries? Grapefruit. I freaking love grapefruit. Grapefruit is my thing. If you ever watch my stream, sometimes I drink grapefruit on stream. It's grapefruit juice, that is. So yeah, screw that about the raspberries. Raspberries are my second favorite. Grapefruit is where it's at. So leave a comment about that and see you guys again next time. Later.